I think this is a very, very important mission for me. It really boosted my confidence right up. Hello, truckers, drivers, and adventurers. I am the KILR Awesome Trucker. I am changing my name slightly because KILR Trucker sounds kind of violent, but if I say KILR Awesome, it's a little different. We are here at our next load. Always got to be something. Supposed to put my empty trailer over there. Guess what? There's no room. There's no place to put the empty. We're at Kimberly Clark here in Ogden. This is where we're at currently, and this is where we're going. We're going to Clackamas, Costco. But at the moment, I'm trying to figure out what to do with this empty trailer because there's no place to put it. So I'm going to call the driver support team and see if they can actually support me as a driver in regards to this empty trailer I got behind me. Maybe I'll be in luck. You can see how packed it is. I got it in here. Pretty dang good too. Yep. All nice and even. They wanted the tandem slid to the back before going in here. But as we learned from previous episodes, I didn't do it until I was here, so, but that's just proof to show that I did it. Another interesting thing is that I had to put this magnetic thing here on the glad hand, so that's a thing. Oh, this trailer is different. Central Logistics, dedicated fleet services. I was like trying to figure out because the trailer number is like D4133 something. Let's go ahead, we'll put our lock on and check the seal. 56092. Yep. Alright, I'll just go ahead and write down the license plate. Get the lock on. I think we can, well, I gotta move the tandems too. That was weird too. On this thing, I hope they work because I haven't tried moving them yet. You got to push that button in right there. You push that in, slide the tandems, and then I think you pull it out. So yeah, that's a little different. Had to get a footage of the train. Of course I did. Come on. Oh yeah, there's no way to horseshoe the lock. You're just gonna have to put it on just regular. See, there's no I sure sound like climbing them up there, but yeah, there's no other way to do it. That train is still going by. Check out the tires. Look how thick these things are, or how wide, or whatever. Look at that. That's like all one big tire, I think. Just like that's one big old long train. Jeez, that really is a long train. Okay, time to get our load call, L call ready, get it in, and be on our way to Oregon. We haven't been there yet. This would have to be my luck. I can't get the tandems to slide. You're supposed to be able to push this thing in, and I did. But they're not retracting. It's stuck. I tried banging it with my mallet, and yeah, they move, but they're not snapping back in. Okay, thanks to my mentor, he's told me what I need to do. You have to have the engine on, and then you push this in. Watch. Well. And then they go in. How freaking cool is that? We are here in Snowville. Should be called Iceville, but there is snow out there. This is our fuel stop on the way to Clackamas, Oregon. And I'm just parked. I'm going to shut down here for the night. And then on our way out, I'll go and get fuel. I wanted to get in here and get backed in. I didn't get this tandem slid until I got here. And the reason for that was when I was at the rest stop, and I talked to my mentor, and he said, "Oh, this is what you need to do," and they went in. What I wanted to do was I wanted to pull forward a little bit more before moving the tandems, but when I did that, the pins came back out, and when I tried to get them to go back in, they weren't going in all the way. So I decided to I'll try again like at the next stop. So I tried it again here. They did get stuck a little bit, but all I did is I just kind of jerked the truck a little bit, and then they finally went in. And I did try that before, and for some reason it just wasn't working, but I managed to get it here. I got the tandem slid all the way forward, so it's going to make maneuvering around and everything a lot easier. So very, very cool. So this is all the stuff that is up here right now. We're going to be traveling on the same road that we did the last time that we went to Idaho. It's just this time we're going to Oregon. So we got Boise, 223 miles from here. It's going to take us 660 miles for us to get all the way to our destination. And it's a Costco, and it is a live unload. Let's see, roughly 50 miles per hour. Yeah, see, 10 hours. If I drive all day tomorrow, I'll get at least 500 of this done. And then there's still 150 miles left, which is, what, about 3 hours? So I would have to shut down, wake up really early, and then try to go there. I might have to do a split sleeper berth in order to do it. So thanks for all you guys that were telling me about it, because I might actually be using that a little bit more often in order to get to some of these loads on time. So I got a little bit of a headache. So yeah, got to do my post trip, and I'm hungry, and that's probably why I got a headache. So I'm going to go in there and get food. But I'm just glad that we're finally moving again. That last load really it triggered me. What can I say? It's weird. It looked like the video was skipping or something, or maybe that's just my head skipping. I don't know. But it's that last load just kind of like took me over the edge, if that makes any sense. Where it was just kind of like, you know what? All right, enough is enough. I'm not going to take any type of load like that again. Now, I don't mean like a load that's got a lot of miles. That's not what I mean. I mean a load that's got a lot of high maintenance. If there's a load that's got a lot of high maintenance, forget it. Not going to deal with it. I want to be able to keep my wheels turning. And so that's kind of the new direction that I'm going for right now, which is why I asked the driver support team, look, get me another load one that I can go and pick up and get out of here and make use of my hours. And they found something, and that's why we're going to Oregon. Because as of this moment, right now, I would still have to wait more than 2 hours to get my original load, which would go to California. And I think I would have been out of hours on my clock, or close. And I think it took like an hour or something. I think I was there at that, and it's the same place. It's the same shipper that we went to. I think it took me about an hour or 2 hours being there, because it took a bit before a spot opened up for me to put my empty. So imagine if I had to do that tonight and I was running out of time on my clock. So I'm just glad that we didn't have to deal with that. The only challenge that we really had with this one, other than waiting for a spot to open to drop the empty, was the tandems, because it was a little different. But we got it going. So we just need to be careful of ice and snow and stuff on the way. But we're rolling. We're on the road again, and that's what I was hoping. And the other thing that I was hoping too is that we'd be going to some new destinations that we haven't been to before. So, yay. Well, let's take a look at what goodies I got here. I got myself some pizza, because after that one load, I want pizza. No, I can't open it. Dang it. I want my pizza. I want my pizza. There we go. So it's like a couple of mega meat pizzas. Gotta have my pretzels. Well, pretzel combos. Cheddar cheese bacon. I did think about like getting pretzel flavor, but yeah. I got myself a Pepsi Zero, but I'm having this voltage. I'm having that with my pizza. And for dessert, Reese's potato chip pickups. Because I don't know what goes good with chocolate and peanut butter. Potato chips, apparently. Good morning, folks. We are continuing our route, getting things ready here to go get our fuel here at the Flying J. I've also been taking a look ahead as far as traffic is concerned to see if we're going to have any issues, and took a picture of this. And according to the traffic, it looks like there's some road closures that's in between La Grande or whatever, and Pendleton, Oregon. And there's even some more closures, and it's really slow. It looks like going through the mountains and stuff. Boy, hope it's not like the Rockies. And yeah, east of Portland, there's some closures there too, due to a winter storm. So our chain's going to be required. I don't know at this point. Are we going to go all the way, or are we going to take it over to like the Idaho Swift terminal and have a T called there? Who knows? I think that's the thing that we're going to figure out as we keep going. I want to at least get moving, and as we start getting closer and closer into that area, that'll determine what my next step is going to be. Instead of getting trapped over there, I think the thing that I might go ahead and do is T-call this over in Idaho and then take something else. Instead of, being stuck with one load for who knows how long, like what happened on the last one. But we'll see what we can do. Damn, I just noticed they had an A&W. Shoot, I would have gotten something here if that were the case. Oh well. Better luck next time. Oh, all right. So wanted to make a stop at a. Oh my, it's windy out there. Wanted to make a stop at the rest stop over at Bliss, but it was closed down. Not sure if you saw it, but that thing was just snow covered. So this was the next place that I was able to go to, which Pilot stopped here. Wanted to go and clean the windshield. It doesn't look like anything is sitting out to be able to do that. Probably because the stuff is frozen. I had a feeling that was going to happen. But anyway, I'm going to go and get myself a drink and come right back. Ooh. Cinnabon. I haven't had this for a while. And a vanilla Coke to wash it down. As soon as I finish that, we're going to be on our way. Okay, we are making a stop here at the rest stop. I wasn't sure how accurate Google Maps was in regards to the I-84, but apparently it is correct. I did manage to find an article that the I-84 was indeed closed due to winter conditions. Even though it's clear out here, so I don't know. Maybe the damage has already been done to the I-84 and they got to clean it up. I don't know. So I am going to see if I can get this up to Lewiston, Idaho, to the terminal there, get this T-called, grab another load, and keep going. So we will see what happens with that. Okie dokie. So we are back here at the pilot at Mountain Home. At least I think this is where we stopped. We're going to have to stop here. The I-84 is closed right at the border of Idaho and Oregon. Here is a map showing you that. Now, I tried to get a T-call and that didn't work. Let me go ahead and pull that up right here. And what it says is negative on the Lewiston T-call. Get as far as you can and monitor the weather and wait till roads open with no restrictions. Please, Lewiston is 300 miles out of route and the roads north are closed due to weather. Thanks. No, I don't think the 95 was closed from what I could see. So I would have been able to get up there. But as far as getting as far as I can, this was the best place to be able to shut down. There's a lot of facilities here. There's restaurants. There's a Walmart. It's a bit of a walk, but it's over there. That will allow me to get some stuff from the store, such as water. I do need to get distilled water as well. I can get milk. There's several things that I can get. So right here, I think, is the best place for me to shut down for now. But as I looked at Trucker Path, the closer you get, the more packed it gets. So we were in Boise, and the pilot was pretty much full. The only spots available there were some reserved spots. I wasn't going to pay for a reserved spot. Not when it could be more than one day. That's a little silly. There were some spots over to the side, but I would have had to make a U-turn in ice to be able to get lined up or get set up properly to back in. I'm not going to try to make a U-turn on ice. And I looked up the TA, which was just on the in the other direction from the interstate. That was completely packed on the Trucker Path. That was completely packed. And I'm putting all this stuff up here. And then when you keep going, you'll notice another one's full and another one's full. So yeah, trucks are just shut down. And I'm not going to drive as far as possible and then shut off on the side of the road. That's silly. That is absolutely silly. Because when things start getting rolling again, it's going to be slow because everyone's going to be getting on the road and moving and everything. It's not going to work. So the idea that I've got, stop here. I'll take a look at the Trucker Path tomorrow, see what it looks like, and hopefully the roads will clear up tomorrow, and then we can actually start moving again, and we'll be able to get a lot further. But according to the weather forecast, there's another winter storm coming, so I'm not sure how long we're going to be here. Maybe I should have taken that load to California. Maybe I should have taken that load. But I don't know. I mean, you folks should know about this, right? I mean, what's going to be like if the route that you're going is blocked? What do you do? Well, this is what I did. I backtracked to a place that I knew had spots because we had stopped here previously. I don't think these are reserved. I didn't see a sign that said reserved. Yeah, so we backtracked. And shut down, you know, here. So, but you folks need to know all aspects of trucking. It's not just, hey, yeah, look, I took this load over there, and oh, look how much money I made this month, or this year, or last year. Who cares? Well, I mean, some people will, you know, care about how much money people are making. But you are going to want a realistic outlook, right? You're going to want a realistic outlook. You're not going to want to watch some owner-operator that's making $300,000 a month, or whatever the case is. I mean, one, he's got to... they got to spend it on their truck and put money aside, buy their insurance and all that other stuff. But if you're just getting into trucking, if you don't have any experience, well, just getting into trucking, you don't want to go owner-operator. Don't do that. Later. Do that later. The same thing with lease operator. Don't get yourself into something like that until you know you're ready. And I know I'm not ready for that just yet. Financially, I'm not ready. So with that in mind, you're going to want to know what kind of situations are you going to be in? How are you going to be compensated for those? Right? And I'm hoping that this show shows you the realism behind what can happen in the trucking company. And if you never really wanted to go into trucking, but you're curious about it, hopefully this will give you an idea of what truckers go through, and maybe, you know, if you never thought about it before, you know, maybe it will help you appreciate what it is that they go through, the things that they have to deal with. So anyway, not sure what else we're going to do. I might go to the store. What else am I going to do, right? I'm waiting for someone to splash like cold water or something on me. Oh. I don't know if you could have heard that because I think my finger was on the mic. There's a lot of wind out here, which you may have noticed. So I am walking to Walmart to get a chance to pick up a few supplies. Figure this is and it's within walking distance too. This is like one of the first ones that I've come across that was within walking distance, so that's why I wanted to stop here. Boom! That's the inverter because I got my heater plugged in. Because the truck is not giving an honest reading in regards to the temperature. Because, you know, it's an international truck. We all know international trucks are great. Oh. So, what's going on? We're shut down. All drivers in this area are shut down. Yes, they are. Here's the information right here. Oh my goodness, what is this? How's that? Is it so? No, it doesn't look so bad now. Okay, anyway. Yeah, we're shut down. So I am glad I backtracked over here to Mountain Home. Because I stopped here to start with, and then I kept going, got to Boise, saw things were kind of packed, came back here, and I'm glad I did. I had this feeling, this prompting or insight, whatever you want to call it, that I should go back here, park, and just kind of wait and see. It was kind of like a wait and see type of thing. So, and I had, I was still looking at the map in regards to, I have to start this thing. Not start it, but I have to constantly rev it. It's cold out there because there's a crazy wind, so there's this wind chill. But rev the engine, it stops. It's like you're giving it power, and then like the power is gone. Well, it's either that or freeze to death. That's why I got this little heater. And I don't know if I showed this to you before. I don't know if I showed this to you before, but if it tips, it turns off. See that? It also turns off the beeping on the inverter. But so yeah, it's safe. Just, you know, don't put stuff on it. Don't be stupid. And if I'm asleep, I'm not going to have that on. Besides, it's going to wind up, unless the truck is running, it's going to wind up shutting that off, shutting the inverter off, and everything else. So I can't have it on. But that's okay. I've got a warm blanket. I've got 2 sleeping bags. I'm good to go. I'm fine. And it's been getting cold at night anyway, to where the truck will stay on. It's just not staying on now because it's being stupid. So what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to be editing some episodes. That for sure. That's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to work on some more videos for, you know, for the other viewers that we have that come to this channel for Flight Simulator and Minecraft and stuff. I'm going to be working on some stuff for them. So, hey, this is a time for me to get caught up and stuff. And hey, maybe I'll get my Shep Rambles stuff out and make Shep laugh and killer scares. For you folks that are new here and haven't checked any of that stuff out, well, it's coming. Oh, maybe I should check my Discord channel, see what kind of action's going on. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Beep. Well, I guess it got busy last night. I thought it was raining. Was. And I think it snowed. It's all over the place. Check the news. The I-84 is like closed. Well, throughout Oregon. But looking at the traffic, it is like orange and red and everything else. Because I guess they've just shut down almost everywhere. I don't know. I'm glad I'm here. I made a good call coming back to this place. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Apparently there are truckers out there on the road. They're stuck. They're not going to be, you know, they're stuck out there. They can't go anywhere. Well, it is another day. It snowed. And it is snowing. The roads have supposedly opened. Got a notification that everything is open now. And that we can get moving. Not a whole lot of good visibility out there, but hi. But I did check truck stops and stuff to see what was available. That's a lot of slush down there. So I'm going to be doing my pre-trip, and we'll get ready again. Swift. Well, I just did well, half of the brake test. I need to do the tug test on the two mechanical spring brakes, right? So I got to do that. Then we're pretty much ready to go. I know we got some snow and stuff coming down. That's not going to scare us, right? Not after I drove through that blizzard, came out on the other side. But you know what? If you're in doubt of driving in the snow when you're on the freeway, just get out and look. No, please don't get out on the freeway and look, okay? Disclaimer. Disclaimer. Don't do that.
and I'm funky. No chilling in the crib, I'm on the streets, hustling and chasing girls. I'm so unique. Uptown, uptown, where the bushes play. Police on my tail, I look and go the other way. I ain't no snitch, I ain't no bunko. I'm like a guy, but I ain't no joke.
There's a party tonight, 'cause it feels so right. There's a party tonight.
We're just outside of Boise, just before getting to Boise, and we're at the rest stop, which we stopped here before. I just came here to take a short break and just plan out the next maneuver. I'm just going to take it a short leg at a time and keep planning things out so that way I'm not caught into a situation that I can't get out of, such as not being able to find a place to park and shut down. So kind of thinking of like this, let's say like flight simulator, you know, when you've got a long flight from one point to another, but you make some stops along the way until you get there. So that's kind of like what I'm doing here. Just kind of breaking up the trip so I can continue to plan. Funny thing is that there have been some rest stops or some truck stops where I had to do a touch and go. In other words, I came in there was no place to park, no place to land, and I kept going. So I guess we had some touch and goes with this driving experience, haven't we? I wonder where we are.
Get out and look! Get out and look!
So, where indeed are we? We got out and we're looking. We are at the Weatherby rest stop. We've been here before. This is when the first time we were going up to Coeur d'Alene, you know, to meet our fate with a light pole. And this looked a lot different. Now we're seeing it in the winter. Lots of white snow. Ooh, I think I just got hit by one. But yeah, so we're here. got ourselves some good driving. Now, to kind of let you know what it was that I've been doing, I've been keeping my speed, average 50, 55. And then we definitely had one 6-degree decline, but there have been some other declines. And so how did I handle that? Well, I made sure that I slowed myself down to about 40, 45. Then I turned the engine brake on, setting 1. Then throw the whole thing on there, just setting 1. Get in the habit of doing that. Adjust your speed, and then use setting 1 of your engine brake. Get into the habit of doing that. Before, during dry seasons and stuff, I just throw the whole thing on, right? Don't get into that habit, because you definitely don't want to do that if it's raining or anything like that. But because I was already going fast and throw it all the way on. That's why people are jackknifing. So bring your speed down. Use setting 1 of your Jake brake. And as it was slowing down, it went to 7th gear. When it did that, I was able to switch it to manual. Remember, I can't switch it to manual in 8, 9, or 10. For some reason, it just beeps. But once it got to 7th gear, I was able to switch it to manual. And in combination with it being in manual on 7th gear, the engine brake, I was also able to use the service brake, and I was able to control the speed. So everything that I've been learning up to this point, I've gone through some things, but each of them I've been able to put together like pieces of a puzzle, which have been able to click, inside my head, realizing, aha, this is how it all comes together. But not only that, it's not just me, but it's also my truck too. It's not just a matter of knowing what I'm capable of doing, but what my truck is capable of doing. I could be driving and think, I could do this, but my truck says something else, right? But now it's like me and my truck have gotten to know each other very well. I know what she's capable of, and she knows what I'm able to do. So we're beginning to work in harmony with each other. I'm one with my truck is one with me. I guess that's one way you could put it. But yeah, took a stop here so that way we can continue to plan ahead as far as how much further we're going to go and stuff. So, and just a little break too. Got my next route figured out. Put in, I think, a couple of truck stops, 3 and 4 hours away. So we're going to get back on the road here and get going. Well, well, well. To all the naysayers out there who said I don't take this seriously, you saw for yourself. I went through Deadman's Pass on the I-84, right? 84, 81, one of those two. I went through, I handled it like a champ. It didn't faze me one bit. Barely used my engine brake. Barely used my service brakes. If anything, I just kind of feathered them a little bit. But I was able to get the truck into sixth. First I got it into seventh gear, switched it to manual. And that's where I was feathering the brake to try to keep it from going too fast. And then I remembered, oh, switch it to sixth. So I switched it to sixth gear. I didn't have to use the service brake anymore after that. And I just used the first setting of engine brake, Jake brake. That was it. I didn't go any higher than that. Went through it just fine. And you folks saw the footage. It was right there. So there's proof that I went through it. And here is Google Maps, the blue little dot showing where I'm at. Parked at the Arrowhead Travel Center. A little different. I was going to keep going, but I thought, you know what, I've been driving a bit. I just got down all the way from Deadman's Pass, or Cabbage Pass. Is it also called that? I can't remember. I think they call it Cabbage Pass because trucks with cabbage would fall off or something. I don't know. But a comment in the description below as far as why it's called Cabbage Pass or something. Deadman's Pass is obvious. The cabbage one, I'm just guessing because cabbage flew off a truck or something. But handled it just fine. It didn't scare me, but I respect it. I respected that mountain decline. So respect it, don't fear it. There's a little difference between that. Just remember your training, put it all together, and just go down it slow. And that's what I did with a combination of manual transmission, because if you have it in automatic and it starts going faster, it's going to want to shift and continue to go fast. So be sure you switch it into manual transmission, so that way it stays in one gear. You know, and if you slow yourself down, you can downshift it and keep it slow. And if you've got that in combination with your engine brake, just one setting. Do not throw the whole thing on there. Okay, you don't need that. All right. If you need to keep the speed down, just one setting, so it's got two cylinders. All right, you're going slow enough. It's not going to cause a problem. And just keep an eye on your trailer and your side mirrors. That's all you got to do. Just keep an eye on it. If you do see it start to slide, then take the engine brake off. Give yourself a chance to get that straightened up. And then maybe feather the brakes a little bit so you can keep your speed under control. But that's it. That's all there is to it. And if you're still a little unsure, see if there's a winter driving class. I watched some stuff on YouTube. Canadian truck drivers, old-time truck drivers who know what they're doing. That's where I learned it from. And I hope me going through it has maybe given you a little bit of encouragement. And I can tell you right now, the I-70 through the Rocky Mountains doesn't even bother me anymore. I just made it through this in snow, with slush, and some places I think had ice. I just made it through that. No problem. No problem at all. Doesn't bother me now. So, like I said, for the naysayers out there, whatever. I handled that like a professional. Like you saw trucks just driving right by me. Slow and steady wins the race. That was one of the phrases that I picked up. And also, nobody ever died going down a mountain or a hill too slow. But it only takes one time to go down quickly and have an accident, even a fatality. That's it. It just feels like a big accomplishment for me, and that's all in part of getting fed up with the last load, getting fed up with my driver leader, chewing me out, making me feel bad, which was only hurting my my esteem, my confidence. So, like I said, I don't want to dive into what set me over the edge, but I gotta say that was probably the best thing that happened to me. It was the best thing that happened to me, for me to get off that person's team. And I really haven't had a new driver leader even contact me. So I'm like in between. And right now I feel, I don't have a driver leader, and I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'll be my own driver leader. That's kind of like where I'm at the moment. I'll be my own driver leader. My ancestry includes German, Irish, and Scottish. And we're a bit proud, but when we're kind of pushed over the edge, it's like, look out. Because then we mean business. And that's the point that I got to. So with all the spoilers that I kind of put up on, hey, how to, keep watching to see how I got to this point. There you go. Now you know what it is that got me to this point. Now, that's not to say that there will still be challenges. There will be. But as and there's going to be some backing challenges as well. And there may indeed be some very tight spots that I may not be able to do. Or I may have to reschedule it, or wait for someone to leave before I can get the truck in there. So I know what my options are. Listening at high volume. Stupid. I'm not even listening. That's a stupid message that came up. And I also know that I can research places before I go to them. That's what I did with the I-84. Yeah, the I-84. I researched it because I saw it going through mountains. I learned about the Cabbage Pass, Deadman Pass, whatever. Saw what it looked like and saw how it was navigated. It had me prepared. So I know that I can do the same thing when I'm going into areas that I'm not familiar with. So there you go. You think I'm a real trucker now? think the naysayers will probably still argue. Like, you just need to stop shooting videos and focus on your job. Well, I did focus on my job. And guess what? I don't drive 24 hours a day. You know, I can shoot video like when I'm on a break. You know, before, you know, shutting myself down and laying down. So, it's all I gotta say. I mean, whatever. So, but as far as tomorrow, I think I can get this there on time. And some of you out there have helped me in regards to the split sleeper berth. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, because by the time my 10-hour clock is over, I'm not going to be able to get there in time. But if I do a split sleeper berth, I can. I can plan, get there early. So that's what I'm going to do. It's a big accomplishment, it really is. But let's go ahead and I'll shut down for tonight. And I will catch up with you tomorrow morning. And we'll finish up our load to Clackamas, Oregon. Oh yeah, something else that I wanted to mention, and you probably weren't able to see it with the POV drive, but I was the leader of the pack for quite a while. There were no cars in front of me. They were behind me, and there was a line of them. They could have easily passed, but they didn't, which tells me they figured I knew what I was doing, that I was professionally, and I did professionally handle the downgrade, the Deadman Pass. So I just think that's cool. And I had my CB on too, just in case there was an accident or something. There was some chatter on there, but it wasn't that much. I think they were just kind of telling each other, yeah, there's a little bit of water here and snow, etc. That was pretty much it. All right. I can shut down now. Well, good morning, folks. It's going to be the day of our delivery here. It's like I've got 9 hours and 18 minutes worth of off duty. But I want to be able to get there on time. So I'm going to use the sleeper berth split. I'm hoping I understand it correctly. I mean, I've got 9 hours of sleeper berth, and I think the remainder of it has got to be sleeper or off duty. And then it should reset everything, but we'll find out. But this will allow me to get to the receiver on time. We are here at our destination. A little bit challenging, but I did manage to get it in here with the help of my backup camera. This just attaches to the back of the license plate. You can hang it, or you can put it up underneath there, and then the holes kind of reach over and hook onto the bolts and stuff. And it really helped. So when I first got here, I was maybe about 7 minutes late, but there was already someone here being unloaded. So they had me pull out over there. They hadn't opened yet, so there was plenty of room for me to kind of turn around and park to the side. And the fleet manager came in and, well, you know, he called me. It was a little stressful because he called me when I was driving in the rain. As you can see, it's raining. So, and I'm going around curves and stuff, and I'm like, ah. But I called him back when I was settled, and I was like, I'm sorry. But he thought that I hadn't even moved. But apparently the Zonar information was not updating on their side. And then finally he saw that I actually had been moving. And so he was okay. But they're going to try to give me some loads that are going to take me south. But yeah. So let me show you what's around here. So we came in here, and I pulled in here on a corner, and I checked in. There was still that one truck that needed to be unloaded. So I had to back up. Now, of course, I can't see, right? This is where I got my cones. I just needed a couple of them, and I put them out there to to block off the area that I need to back up. One car did come in and squeeze his way around the cones and went up that way. But I'm so glad I had those cones. And I think one was going to turn down here, and he didn't. But it allowed me to safely back up and get my truck turned around so I could go that way. And then go into the parking lot and then swing around. So those orange cones helped me with this situation. And I think it could help you too. That way, if you're ever in a situation like this and you need to back up, but you're afraid like a car might, pull in, or because, people with cars, they can do stupid things. Let me just get around this truck. And wham, then you hit them, and then they blame you, and then all this other stuff. So, yeah, get the cones. They have been very helpful for me. You can see how I had to come in, and I had to bring the truck around, swing the trailer, so that way it started to line up, and then I could swing the truck to line up with it. And that was where I did a lot of my get out and looks, was right there, to make sure that the trailer was close to lined up with the dock. And then once I had that, then I knew I could straighten up the truck and then go from there. But yeah, I had to come in here. This is where I was doing a lot of my get out and looks. I was swinging and turning and getting out to look to see how the trailer was angled. And then once I got it angled where it was pretty much close to straight, where I could back up, then I went ahead and straightened my truck up, to straighten out the snake, right? And then back up. And that is when I put my camera on at that time. So here we go. See, here's my camera. Hi. So this that actually helped me know like how far back I needed to go, etc. It was not a replacement for Get Out and Look. It was a supplement for Get Out and Look, is what it was. I still got out and looked around, made sure that, because where it's sitting, was this sitting in the middle? Well, this may have been in the middle of the trailer. That could explain why it was a little easier. But anyways, I still got out and looked to see if the wheels and everything were lined up correctly, and they were. Wasn't able to get the tandem slid back though, but they said it's okay. That button was just not it was not pushing in. I even took my mallet to it and it just was not going in whatsoever. But yeah, so I need to see it with my eyes, but then I've got the camera, so that way I can keep backing up. I can see what's back and forth. I'm not having to get out and look like 50 freaking times. I need, there needs to be, for me, a more productive way of accomplishing the same goal. And for me, getting out and looking 50 times and pulling up and doing it another 50 times is not productive. That's a waste of time, is what that is. There's a better way to do it. And with the camera, it allows me to do better. I can go out and initially see what's around me. And then I look at the camera, it's like, okay, I've seen all that. I know where I'm at physically. Now I can just ease it on back. And I still use I still use my mirrors just like I was trained in addition to the camera. So the camera is not a replacement. I just want to make that clear. I'm not relying on the camera itself. It's just another visual. Just like the mirrors. The mirrors are a tool to help me, right? The backup camera is the same thing. It is another visual to allow me to be able to see what's going back there, so I'm not blind. That's it. So, you super truckers out there that are saying, well, you're just a wuss or whatever for needing a backup camera, well, piss off. I mean, you do it your way. That's fine. You want to do it with your eyes closed and standing on your head. Well, man, you go right for it, okay? This is how I'm doing it. This is how I do it. And as long as I get it back there, back to the dock, and it's safe and I don't hit anything, what does it matter? How does it matter how I did it? As long as I did it, right? And I've been able to do it effectively and efficiently in my own way. So you do it your way, I'll do it my way. Got it? Good. And it's also kind of like muscle memory too. So after a while of, and I'm not using the camera all the time, but after a while of maybe using the camera, it'll just be ingrained in my head where it's kind of like, oh, I already know I've got this much space behind me, just by looking at the mirrors. So it's gonna start to click, and I may not need the camera at all. It's kind of like the tandem stopper. I'm getting to the point where I don't really need it now. I can get it real close, and if I get it close, I know I just need to move a little bit more. So, but they were tools that allowed me to get to that point. And the backup camera is the same way. And I want to get another camera to, if I'm doing a blind side, I can stick it on the side of the trailer that I, can't see out of, and boom, that's going to help me with my blind sides. And eventually I'll be able to do a blind side without even needing any cameras. Just like I see some of those truckers, they just kind of cool. They just do that blind side, no problem. I don't even see them get out and look when they do it. But yeah. So we're here, Clackamas, Oregon. We're getting hit. They're unloading. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series, and I hope you enjoyed this particular mission. I think this is a very, very important mission for me. It really boosted my confidence right up. It showed me what I was able to do, what I was capable of doing, learning, really getting to know my truck now. Knowing that, okay, I can accomplish this with this truck. It's not going to slide out of control as long as I, take it easy and do this or whatnot, it's just, I think this was just an amazing mission for me, and I think a very important one. Just like the last one was important, that kind of set me off, telling me, okay, I know what kind of loads to drop when they're too much. But it had to happen to get me to this point. And this load has got me to the point where now I feel fine driving in the winter. I feel fine driving through the mountains. So, and I hope this has been good for you too. So if you're out there struggling, just keep going. I hope my episodes have been inspiring. You could see the struggles that I was having up to this point. And if I can do this, well, I don't want to say if I can do this, anybody can do this, but I mean, doing truck driving was just something that was way out there for me. It was completely different. But it's possible for you. If this is something that you want to do, it's possible for you. So I hope this series helps you out. No, this is not the end. Might be the end of the episode, but it's not the end of the series. I will keep going, and I will keep documenting everything that's going. Thanks again for watching. You folks are the greatest. I'll see you on the next mission. Have a killer awesome trucking day.